Falling in love is hard, you know. Have you heard about Puakumbu before this? Puakumbu is the most famous textile among the Iban people in Sarawak. The beauty of Puakumbu is not just a cultural expression, but also represent the wealth of information to pass from one generation to another. The design motif applied on Puakumbu is complex and abstract, and they are inspired by flora, fauna, and animistic belief, which is not everyone can understand and love it. The aesthetic perception and stimuli from the audience are complicated cognitive processes. Some might like it, some may not, which actually depends to their prior knowledge, experience, visual complexity, art knowledge, and more. Well, yes, aesthetics lies in the eyes of the beholder, isn't it? Thus, this study aims is to measure the aesthetic perception about design motif applied on the Puakumbu according to their gender and background. An instrument called ARS Revise, which consists of 21 items, has been utilized in this study. It was distributed to 400 potential buyers of Puakumbu in the commercial market, which were Waterfront Kuching Sarawak and some beautiful and ancient museums like Tun Juga Foundation and Sarawak Textile Museum. Result found that participants perceived the highest in a positive attraction, which indicated that Puakumbu does attract the audience. Some participants revealed they do not want to touch Puakumbu as they were feared. They perceived that the design motif applied was frightening and unpleasant. That feeling was actually relies on how the sensory process the information. The expertise factor demonstrated the least, which explained the lack of knowledge among the participants. In gender differences, the findings revealed that female participants exhibited a greater knowledge of Puakumbu compared to their male counterparts. Participants from Sarawak perceived higher in cognitive stimulation, knowledge, and self-reference, which indicated they were more likely to be knowledgeable about Puakum. Participants from Sabah demonstrated the lowest in both cognitive stimulation and expertise, despite Sabah being situated in the same region as Sarawak, Borneo. The design motif of Puakumbu were not well understood by the young Iban generation. Thus, it is acceptable if the Sabah participants were not well informed about Puakumbu. Europeans and Australians exposed more informative on the Puakumbu. They traveled to Sarawak due to the culture, history, and interesting attraction. And those from Peninsular Malaysia has the least self-reference, which they could not relate themselves to the design motif of Puakumbu, even they are from the same country, Malaysia. The aesthetic perception were received in a similar fashion based on gender, except for the expertise, which is related to skill or knowledge on the subject matter. Gender and background of the participant apply a significant influence on the knowledge in Puakumbu design motif. Last but not least, knowledge of Puakumbu is crucial for the appreciation of aesthetic in preserving the culture and heritage of Sarawak, Malaysia at its best. I'm Juliana Wahid. Johlah datang situ. #kami sayang kita.